Alrighty. So before we even start this journey together, I want to introduce myself. I'm Bryan, the face behind the truth in the shadows. You may be a family member, a friend, or seen my other content online via other social medias. But I really wanted to pass by and put a face to the name first and foremost. Before really launching everything and get an understanding of what's to come with the content. So I'd like to start off just by saying every place, it does have a story, and some are celebrated and most seem to be forgotten. My goal is to keep those historical facts and just overall history alive. With that being said, the goal behind this channel is to essentially document and hit key parts of just keeping not only our present, but our history alive as a whole. The past is very important to me, so we don't repeat it. By doing so, I do plan on traveling a ton. I will be traveling to basically anywhere I feel like to document our current history. While doing so, though, I will be running the podcast, if you want to call it the podcast. It's really just going to be a storytelling means of way of ensuring our history doesn't become forgotten, solely just so we can keep progressing and we don't repeat history. That's the key behind everything that I've aspired to, is just really wanting to make sure that we keep history alive. And the main reason for that is we tend to seem to forget about the key events in history that have happened, not just paranormal or unsolved, but just key events that aren't necessarily talked about nowadays as much. A mix of everything, right? So if I feel like let's deep dive into a unsolved mystery that may have some paranormal events that are documented and only specifically facts, not opinionated or gathered by a multitude of people, but strictly documented and factual, then we need to retain that part of history. By doing so, that just really helps us, or me at least, feel like I'm keeping history alive. But what better way to do that than by documenting our present, so our future can only benefit from that, right? I do have a bunch of ideas for this channel, a ton. And trust me, just the podcast idea, the episodes that are coming, I have so many already written and just tons and tons of research put into. But beyond that, I want to share my own adventures and just capture what our history is now. It seems stupid. It might seem done. It could have already been done. I'm sure there's tons of people out there who are very similar, like-minded, that really want to tell the stories of our past. But I have a goal in mind that I believe is going to not only relax people, but also just give them information that they may not know. And what's the harm in that, while documenting my own travels? I have a trip coming up planned this Friday. I will be going to Utah, around Duck Creek area. Who knows? It's not going to be a super long trip, but it's going to be our first trip together. And I am absolutely stoked to just start the adventure, but also begin recording these episodes and let you guys know just everything that's to come. Hopefully, you guys like filmography and cinematography or photography, because there's going to be tons of photos, tons of videos. They're not all just going to be episodes of the truth and the shadows. I want to incorporate and embody my entire goal into one specific channel rather than split it through multitudes of outlets. So having everything in one place, I think, is going to be a better bet. I appreciate you guys just even stopping by, but that's really our goal, is to just have some fun, have some adventures, capture life while I tell some stories when I land, and record maybe unsolved mysteries or paranormal events or just historical events that really affected our culture today in those locations, not only, but also just show everybody what's out there, because you guys, not you guys, but I myself, for a long time didn't understand what life has to offer and the true enjoyment behind it. Not only the enjoyment, but the appreciation. And I think through history, not just for myself, but for a lot of people, we come to just enjoy it and really grow. With that being said, I do have a ton of content coming, and I would love everybody's input. Truthfully, there is nothing more than I want in this world than to speak to a million people without saying a word through the filmography and pictures and just capturing moments. I think that can be done while also being able to put out episodes about historical events. I'm rambling at this point, but I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully, I didn't talk too much. And if you don't mind, leave a follow or leave a comment if you feel like it. I'm not worried about hitting all the algorithm right now. It's a new channel, but if you want to join me on this journey, then I welcome you, because we really are going to have some fun, experience just what the world has to offer as a whole, and hopefully educate people. So if you'd like to join me, grab a lantern as we hopefully take a look into the truth that is in the shadows, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by. Leave a follow, leave a like, whatever you feel like, honestly. I'm going to keep it pretty raw. So take care, guys. Much love. Thank you all.